feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused.
Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a weekly check-in from Friday, January 14th through the 20th of January. So my check-ins usually go from Friday to Thursday, and I check in on Friday mornings, but last week, because I was so delayed, I actually didn't check in till the 9th. So this is a shorter week, and you're gonna see in my envelopes I actually have money left, which is amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. Just one note, I finally put these in my shop after many requests and comments on my videos. So they are in the shop, both with a clear back and a solid back. The clear back envelopes are really very difficult to make if you've ever tried to make them, to get everything lined up to make them right. But I did go ahead and do that because it was a special request from one of my customers. So I'm not sure if those are going to be a go forward, but the solid ones will absolutely be a go forward. So I just want to let you know they are in my shop, Pretty Productive. And let's get started. So I always start with groceries. Because I did not go grocery shopping the week before, I ended up with $218 in my envelope. I currently have $40. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my receipts. They've all been scanned into Fetch. That's what that check mark means. Somebody also suggested that they check this side when they put their transactions in. I think that's pretty smart, because otherwise you could forget them, and I have forgotten them before. So thank you for that idea. I think it was Janine. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so let's see. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, that envelope is right. And then let's go ahead and, so I had a $70 HelloFresh come through, and I did go ahead and mark the next one just so I didn't forget it, because I almost forgot it this time. I went to Sam's Club for 86 plus the 70 for HelloFresh, 78 from Walmart, and Safeway 14. It did take me 3 grocery stores to get everything that I needed because of out of stocks on so many of them. But, you know, whatever it takes. It took me 3. So I spent $248 this week in groceries. So $248. I started the week with $582. $248. So I have $334 left in groceries for the balance of the month. Oh Lord. I have been so behind in my life right now, and I don't know why. It's not like I'm working full-time. I'm working part-time. My shop, though, has been incredibly busy, and I'm not complaining. I'm very grateful for that. And I've been getting up early in the morning to work on orders and working on them on my day off, which is great. I'm also trying to put new items in the shop, which takes time. Okay, so groceries. $334. Let me just see the order. Eating out, spending, household. I always try to get this done before I turn the camera on, but this is my reality right now. Household, entertainment, mom, clothing. And then medicine and unbudgeted. Okay. Not sure if you can read my writing. I try to write fast, it's really messy. Okay, let's go back to this. So groceries is done. Eating out, I did not spend anything. So I still have $150. Spending, I had one expense. I went to McDonald's, but not for myself. I went and got my daughter's dog a hamburger. And then my daughter a Dr. Pepper, and myself, I ate the fries. So if you had watched my planning video, he had been attacked by a pit bull on a walk on Saturday morning. And he was just flatly refusing to eat, and he has medicine that he needs to have with food. So he was, couldn't get his medicine in him, couldn't get him to eat. So as a typical grandmother, I went and I had dropped some stuff off at my daughter's house anyway. So I went over there, and he did eat the hamburgers, and we did get his medicine in him. Household, I did not spend anything. So I still have 55. Entertainment, I didn't spend anything, so I still have 100. My mom, I did not spend anything, so I still have 77. Giving, I spent 100. So I have 200. And then medicine is where I did some damage. So on medicine, I went to CVS and picked up my scripts and my daughter's scripts, so that was 50. I ordered some COVID tests. I could only find them at this one app called Gopuff, and I had them within 10 minutes. It was crazy. So the kit is similar to the one that was at Walgreens. There was 2 in there. They're a 10-minute result versus the 15 for my prior test, and they were at my door within 10 minutes, so crazy good. So the app is called Gopuff. It's all one word. It's blue. So if you're needing tests, that was a great resource that I received. I put that money back into my bank because it was obviously online. And then Walmart for 10. So total was 50 plus 70 plus 10. I've been trying to test every few days because of the fact that I am just surrounded by people at work that are coming down with COVID, and I don't have any symptoms other than I've just been really tired, but that's just could be my life. So 150, 151, 55 for household, 100 for entertainment. My mom has 77, giving is 200. So I just wanted to catch up there. And then I did on my last video forget to put my one unbudgeted, which was my daughter's cleaning. I did not budget that for the month. So I'm just going to keep it as unbudgeted. She's going to clean one more time. So I'm going to have a total of 240 unbudgeted, but best money ever spent, not having to worry about getting the house clean. So for medicine, it was, no, I have 70 left. And then unbudgeted, I'm still minus 120 at this point. Okay, so that is my week 3 totals that I'm going into, and I'll just check my envelopes, make sure that that's all right, because sometimes I miss things. I do have 2 things that are not in envelopes. One is my Etsy shop, so that is actually a sinking fund, which I have not filled out yet. Oh my gosh. And then gas. I only filled up once. I am getting my new windshield on Monday, so that will be good. I've been trying not to drive. But I did spend $56 in gas the other day. My Capital One credit card got compromised. There was a Bevmo charge on there that was not mine. So I've closed the card. They're issuing me a new one. So right now I'm just trying to figure out everything that I have direct billed to that. They did create a new number, but I already know on Amazon then when I tried to return something, I had to take a credit for it because it could not go back onto the card because the card was closed. So I'll figure it out. I think most of my fixed expenses that billed to that will be put through onto the new number. That's what they did the last time I had this issue. But the things where I entered the card in, like on my Amazon app or on you know, for online shopping, that on my Apple Pay, that's all been closed. So it's been good. I haven't spent any money because I don't have a credit card, which is what I use to shop online. I don't like to shop online with my debit card. So that's where that stands. Might actually save me some money, right? And then I just went back and kind of just finalized this. So as far as my income, I've been paid for 1 week. I'm just going to keep accumulating it till I get an end of month actual. And then all of these have come through. My one daughter has paid 100 of her. She'll pay me the other 100 at the end of the month when she gets paid again. So those are fine. And then all of these bills are finalized. So we're good there. I just really need to keep up with my transaction log and my sinking funds. Now I do check my accounts every other day, and that's where I knew that there was a pending charge that was not mine on my card. So I did call as soon as it went through, because sometimes they'll be on your card for a pending, but it never goes through, like they catch the mistake first. But this one, as soon as they put it onto my card as an actual transaction, I called, because it's easier to fight it in the beginning than it is to wait a couple of weeks and then try to fight it with credit card companies. So as soon as it went on as a finalized, I called. I, of course, have possession of my card, but, you know, anymore, you never know how they get your number. And I will write down all my sinking funds and then put those amounts in there. I have never been this behind in a month. Honestly, never. Okay, so I'm going to take these receipts and put them to the side. These I still, well, this one's done. I did have one expense for Etsy. It was $22, and this was to ship out the giveaways to my 2 giveaway winners from my video. I did post on the community post the winners from the budget and the planner giveaway. I wasn't doing a video for at least 4 days after I wanted to announce the winner, so that's why I put it on the community post. I apologize if anybody missed it, but that is where I posted it. So just to let you all know. Okay, so now's the fun part. We get to put money back into our envelopes. And I will tell you that because I'm working, I'm only bringing my spending envelope with me, and I never get a break. So it has been a good budget system. And the last thing I want to do when I get off work is to go out into the mall. I'm already masked and gloved up. I really don't want to go back out into the mall. But because I don't have my envelopes with me, it has forced me to be much more intentional about when I'm going out to do things like grocery shopping or running to the bank or anything like that. I'm trying to do those on my days off, and I do all of my errands on one day. It just eliminates a little bit more of my exposure right now. Our cases in Arizona are very high of COVID. And my mom's care facility is right now kind of on a lockdown. We can see her in the family room. They don't want us taking her out or bringing things in. In fact, my dad and I went to visit her the other day, and she was taking a nap and didn't want to get up, so we left. So her envelope probably isn't going to get spent until I know that she needs something, because I'm no longer allowed to go in her room to check her supplies. So that's where that stands. Okay, so for eating out, even though I have 50 in here, I have no receipts because I took them out last week. I am going to put another 50 in. And then what my plan is this month is to take all my rollover funds at the end of the month. I'm still trying to make sure I have rollover money in my envelopes, but I'm not taking them out weekly. I'm going to take them out at the end of the month. I have HelloFresh coming today, which is Friday the 14th. So I know when I have HelloFresh, I go out a lot less, even though I have cooked all this week because I felt like we were eating so horribly. But it did keep us from going out last week. I gotta tell you though, I got home last night, made dinner, which was like a Cobb salad, and fell asleep on the couch. Absolutely nothing done. So tonight I gotta be a lot more focused. I got things to do. For my mom, she still has $37, though she has another $40 left. I'm going to just leave this as is because I might not need that. Miscellaneous is still intact. Groceries. I already took the receipts out. Okay. I've got that gift card still. I should have 40 in here, which I think I already counted. So I'm going to put my next 100 and $118 in here. Now, my HelloFresh is going to be $10 over what I had anticipated. I had budgeted $65 for the, per week for 2 weeks, and then I took the balance out in cash. But with their price increase on both shipping as well as the meals themselves, it was actually $70. So that means a total of $10 over. So I'm sure I'll have $10 in here to put back in the bank, so I'm not worried about it, but I'll need to know that for February. So I now have, let's see, 1, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. So 158. So 114. Fund. 118. So I have 158. Okay. That one is done. And I do have probably more food in my house right now than I've had in a long time, but we should be more than fine to get through this weekend and probably part of next week. And then medicine, I started with 200, I have 70. I don't fund this on a weekly basis, so 70 is what I have left. Hopefully that's enough. Spending, I have 51. That's my McDonald's receipt for the dog. I know it's ridiculous, but he did love it, so that's how I justify it. 114 fund. I'm going to put another 50 in. 20, 40, 50. So now I have 101 in here. Okay, the rest of this is for next week, so I'm just gonna put that back in here. And then the only other thing I need to do, because my electricity was $100, it was really $102, but I'm just gonna put 100 in, was less than what I budgeted. I do take 100 out of my back to bank and put it into my electricity. Where is the money from this envelope? How do I have 2 back to banks? Oh no, that's my household. Okay, I need to put 55 back. This is what happens when you don't have an opportunity to label your envelopes. Okay, so household, I put 100 back to the bank, and there's 55 still. Okay, let's go back here. So I'm gonna take 100 that's out of my back to bank envelope and put that into my electricity sinking fund. And I've done really well not putting, taking money out of off my card and putting it onto the back to bank, so that's been good. Okay, so this is my electricity sinking fund. So just if you're new, I budget $250 every month. Now, I live in Arizona, so my bill goes from $120 in the winter months to up to $500 in the summer months. So I could just budget the actual, but I took my yearly expense in electricity, divided by 12, I got an average of $250. So I budget $250, my bill came in at $148. So the difference was $102, but I'm not gonna worry about the $2. And then I go ahead and put that into my electricity sinking fund. So at this point, I have $300, $50, $70, $90, $410, $416 in here. That is right. And then when it becomes summer months and my bill is actually over the $250, then I'll pull from here and just put it back into the bank. So $114 overage, January, $100, $416. Now I used to just keep this in my checking account, but what I found was it just kind of got mixed in, and then when it came time to pay that bill, like I'd use the money for other things, so I just keep it in cash in my sinking funds. Okay, so that is everything for this video. I'm going to take this one, put this only back into my wallet. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that because I'm in a place where I'm not locking up my bag or anything, I just go ahead and only bring the envelope that I need, and the rest of the envelopes stay at home, and I grab them on a day off and I do all my errands at that point. So that is what I'm doing. It's worked well so far. Okay, that was upside down. There we go. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please put them down below in the comment section. I will be happy to answer them. If you have not subscribed already, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.
Everything feels so abstract. Yeah, it's complicated. What you say, the way you act, well, it makes me so confused.